today's Michelleology, Intervolution of Meditation. It is Terrific Tuesday. It's Triumphant Tuesday. We have arrived in this moment, in this time, in this space for a reason, for opportunity. Why are you here should be your question for today. Why did God breathe breath into you for another day? What will you do with this present? How will you open it up? How will you go forth? How will you move? How will you breathe? How will you have your being in this day, in this moment, in this time? This opportunity is critical for you to move like you've never moved before. This is a new day. This is a new canvas. This is a new opportunity to wake up. This is a new opportunity to be conscious. This is a new opportunity to realize your true being, your true function, your true purpose. And so we want to, or we will to move today. We will to create. We will to manifest in this present moment. Well, today's meditation, we're going to, yesterday we talked about Principle 1, the 7 principles of God. Principle 1 was mentalism. Well, we realized that all is mind. The universal world is all, and all is God. And we were inclusive, that we are not without. We are included in all. All is mine, and all is mine. And so when you get that principle, it gives you a foundation. It gives you an opportunity to be stable, to be balanced, to be on one accord, to be connected. Today we're going to Principle 2, which is the principle of correspondence. And the principle of correspondence says, as above, so below, as above. It gives you an opportunity to see the unknown, to see the correspondence of what's going on in your life, the similarities, the equilibrium of the equivalent of what is now happening in your life. We focus so much on why we didn't in the past, or we could have made better decisions. But the law of correspondence is where God says, as it is done in earth, it is also done in heaven. And so when you get that correspondence, when you get that connection, to know that what you're going through right now, what the unknown package is that's on the other side, the other correspondence of what's the correspondence to this virus? What's the correspondence of all of this change? We can only look at it as something bad or something trying or something hard, but there's a correspondence as to why this is happening, as to what this is pushing us to, as to what this is opening up for us. What is this making us conscious of? As above. What is your above? Is it heaven? Is it your mentalism? So below. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So we're coming from the inside out. Just because we're corresponding on the inside, there has to be a correspondence on the outside. So we create from the inside so that it can manifest on the outside. So we're getting ourselves in a balance. We're not tilted. We're bringing it to the similarities, the unknown. It shouldn't trouble you that there is something unknown going, because you have access. You have access to the Creator. You're a part of the oneness of God. Your connection is so great. And so when you move in the correspondence, knowing that there's a connection, knowing that there's equal, knowing that there's a balance, and that you don't have to walk like this. There's a correspondence that says you can level out. There's a correspondence that's taking you to another dimension, expanding your consciousness. All that the meditation does is make you available, make you aware, make you awake to what's on the other side of through. What is God doing? What is God doing in the frequency, in the movement, in the space? All of this, it allows you to bow to the divine presence that's within you. And as you begin to move on all of these dimensions of God, this is only the second principle. This right here causes me to just align myself to know that any state, what is that Paul says, in whatever state I find myself in. He said, I learned, excuse me, how to be abound. I learned how to be abased. But one thing I also learned is that whatever state I find myself in, he really said, I find correspondence. Correspondence calls you to stabilize yourself, causes you not to be moved by every wind, causes you to know that if this is happening over here, something is happening over there, causes you to be a movement and not a monument, causes you to respond and not to react. It gives you a level ability to know, again, as above, so below. As below, so above. And you find yourself in the flow. You won't always be broke. You won't always be sick. You won't always be confused. You won't always be in a bad relationship. You won't always be tossed by every wind. It stabilizes you. Oh my God. I just felt that. So once you're stabilized, once you're content, once you know that if there's something going on earth, there's definitely something going on in the heavens. That God won't leave you in this state. God won't leave you where you are. God will not bring you to this point and then drop you off and decide he's not going to provide for you. God's love is constant. It's unconditional. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter what you've done. That's why I said God so loved. What is so love? To whatever you did, God says, so, I still love you. Whatever you said, so, I still love you. God cannot disconnect his love from you. It's corresponding. So you did that. God still loves you. Can't say that about people. Because people are conditionally loving you. As long as you do what they say, as long as you do what they like, they love you. The moment that you move into something different, you correspond with something different, that love is gone. And so today we're going to meditate on seeing our situation, the correspondence to our situation. What are you dealing with right now? Not yesterday. Remember, anytime that we are depressed, it's about something in the past. It's never about something that is happening right now in your presence. You cannot get depressed about what's happening in your present because your mentality, your mentalism won't allow it. Anxiety, you won't worry about how you're going to pay your bills tomorrow. Today they're paid. You won't worry about the due date. The due date is the date that God allows it to be done. That's good right there. The due date is the date that God allows it to be done. And it is done in earth as it is in heaven. God is not doing a new thing. It's already done. We're just catching up and saying it's new. So this morning, we want to meditate on corresponding. Not reacting, but corresponding with the unknown. The things that we can't physically see, but we spiritually know. Ooh, I'm getting chills just thinking about that. We want to close our eyes. We want to breathe. The sounds that you hear in the background are the sounding bowls, and they are permeating your vibration. They are healing you. If you just listen for a second, At each sound, it causes a resignation or a vibration to hit your soul. And as it hits your soul, you feel the vibration of God healing you from whatever it is. Just listen for a second. The sound causes you to get on one accord. Begin to breathe in. Release it. I want you to connect yourself with the sounding bowls, each sound, and your breathing. Breathe in. Relax. Today we're just going to connect with the sound. And as you listen to the sound of the bowls ringing, you're clearing your mind, you're clearing your thoughts, you're clearing anything that is negative. You're being healed by the power of the sound. It's giving you clarity. It's giving you focus. You're intentionally, in this present moment, allowing the sound of correspondence to be your soul food for today. There is nothing that you'll deal with today that you won't hear this sound that will bring you back into peace, that will cause you to be focused. There's not a stumbling block that you will hit today that won't turn into a building block. There's not a person that will take you out of this peace today. It's not a situation. Your mind will be stayed on the Master, the Christ, the Spirit, the Creator, the Infinite One in His wisdom. You are in a present state. A present state. You'll stay in a present state all day today because this sound you will hear in your mentalism. You will hear in your brain. As above, so below as above. You're walking in the principle of God, knowing that all is mine and all is mine. There is nothing missing in your day. You are not in any type of lack. As you will it to be, it becomes. Because as you sit in this below state, your God of your mentalism is above. Place your intentions on peace, love, joy, and a sound mind. Nothing will rock you. Nothing will cause you to move out of your true being, because you will hear the sound. And a sound came from heaven. And everyone heard in their own language. This is the sound. And we're back. Can you imagine being in this peaceful state all the time, no matter what happens, no matter where you find yourself in? You learn how to be content. Meditation is a medicine. Woo. It will medicate your mind, medicate your life. If you're not meditating on a daily basis, you're double-minded. You're unstable in all your ways. God says meditate day and night. This is one of the moments you just want to say, it's good that we are here. You just want to say, You want to bring it in. And so this is Michelle, and I'm your meditator. I am your motivator. I am leading you and guiding you into greatness. Today, we are going to correspond with the flow of God. We're going to correspond. We're going to connect. We're going to find our similarity to the power of God. There will be nothing that we cannot do. There will be nothing that we can't overcome. There will be nothing that is outside of us. It will all be inside. We are closing in. As we are shut in, we're closing back into God. Remember, as above, so below. So below, as above. Remember, you've been created by the Creator to be creative. So start your creations and stop duplicating. May the love, power, joy, and peace of God be your soul food for today. And may you rest in this triumphant Tuesday. This is the day that the Lord has made. Will you rejoice and be glad in it? Of course you will. Remember the sound.